are standing in food banks and food bank lines at record numbers while these Liberals pat themselves on the back.
But the fact that Canadians are desperate, they're turning to part-time work because full-time jobs are not available, and they desperately need that part-time work to feed their families. That's not something to celebrate. A continuing decline in full-time jobs in this country is not something to celebrate.
Every trip to the grocery store, it seems like the prices you pay are getting higher and higher, because they are. If groceries feel expensive right now, then it's only going to get worse, because a new report this week shows that the price of groceries is going to go up $1,000 per family next year. And it's no coincidence that the Liberals are also raising taxes on the people who grow and ship and sell the food. So doesn't this government realize that higher taxes on farmers and truckers means more expensive for groceries for struggling families?
Minister of Finance.
Well, Mr. Speaker, every farmer knows that you reap what you sow. What the Conservatives are sowing every day in this House is the distrust of Canadians, because they're insincere when they weaponize people's struggles for their political gain while voting against every single affordability measure that puts more money in Canadians' pockets. That includes an income tax cut for $22 million, the Canada Child Benefit, cutting the consumer carbon tax, child care, dental care, over $2,000 of support, direct benefits that put more money in Canadians' pockets with young children. How can they say they're...
The Honourable Member for Thornhill.
So angry, Mr. Speaker. Canadians are standing in food banks and food bank lines at record numbers while these Liberals pat themselves on the back. Exactly. Feeding kids starts with making food more affordable. This is the same government that forced millions of Canadians into a food bank, and now saying that people should be thankful for the programs that they can't quantify and can't deliver. Just 10 years ago, you used to be able to go grocery shopping for a week and spend $160. It's now more than doubled to $340. So when will these Liberals admit that their policies have failed and Canadians are struggling?
What feeds Canadian families is good paying jobs and a strong social safety net, both of which the Conservatives oppose. They can't even bring themselves to recognize when job numbers exceed expectations month over month over month. 3 months in a row, the Canadian economy has added 181,000 new jobs, including 54,000 this month. We've seen a drop in the unemployment rate in this country. Conservatives can't even acknowledge when the Canadian economy does well because it doesn't fit their narrative.
Mr. Speaker, let's look at the actual job numbers that member was trying to reference. 9,400 full-time jobs lost in the last month. Now, these Liberals want to try to pretend that they're doing better by adding those part-time numbers in. But the fact that Canadians are desperate, they're turning to part-time work because full-time jobs are not available, and they desperately need that part-time work to feed their families, that's not something to celebrate. A continuing decline in full-time jobs in this country is not something to celebrate. When will the Liberals recognize the reality that Canadians are losing the full-time work that they need to provide for their families?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We have good jobs numbers to share. This morning, I am proud to say that last month, 50,000 young people got a job. In November alone, 21,000 young people found a job in October. The numbers are trending in the right direction. We are there to support young Canadians. We are proud of our job numbers on this side of the House. Mr. Speaker, in that member's province, Quebec lost 35,000 full-time jobs.
35,000 full-time jobs lost in Quebec, and that that minister says that this is an improvement, that this is good news. Mr. Speaker, it's shocking that this government would celebrate a significant decline in full-time work. Canadians are looking for full-time jobs they can provide for their families. When will they stop congratulating themselves and recognize the problem?
Mr. Speaker, the reality is right now, the members across the way have ground committee work to the halt. We would like to send C-15 to committee. Doing so would allow us to make the necessary investments that Canadians need right now. It is shameful, Mr. Speaker, what is going on in our committees. I call on the members across the way to do things differently and allow committees to move forward.